Hello, everyone, and welcome to Louisville Now. We're coming to you from the go-to place here in Louisville, which is NULU, and specifically NULU Marketplace. Great place to go for a casual lunch, dinner, grab a quick pint, and enjoy time with your friends. Also, it's a big weekend here. As you know, September is magical because here comes Danny Wimmer Presents Louder Than Life, Bourbon and Beyond. And to talk about some of the events that we are having to celebrate here in Louisville, I have Lauren Hendricks with me, and Lauren is with Cambium Marketing. Lauren, welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, NULU, it is special. It's a jewel of the city. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Cambium and what you do for NULU.
Sure, yes, I'm actually one of two owners of Cambium Marketing. We work with a lot of local businesses and events, and NULU being one of those clients.
Yes, I love that. I mean, Bachfest.
Yes, Bachfest, NULU Fest.
Oh,
yeah.
I love what you do here, and this has become a very special place, and it's going to be just that this Saturday, coming up, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, and then the following Saturday after that, because we're highlighting Bourbon and Beyond and these great music festivals. So tell me a little bit about these Bourbon, Brunch, Bluegrass. Tell me exactly what will happen.
Yeah, so all three of those. Bourbon, Brunch, and Bluegrass is the name of the events. And what it is, it's a pregame, a kickoff party to the Saturdays of Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life. So as we like to do in NULU, we're closing down a street. We're closing down Shelby Street from Market to Jefferson, and we're throwing a little pregame party. We'll have some beautiful live bluegrass music. We'll have some fun contests and bourbon-themed activities where participants can actually win tickets to next year's festivals and maybe a ticket upgrade to this year's festival. We'll have some food, and then of course, as we always like to do in NULU, is highlight the businesses that are here. So all of our businesses throughout NULU are going to be doing their own fun things to just get everybody excited for Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life.
And Lauren, because I'm the Director of City Partnerships with the Mayor's Office, this is something that is very important to the Mayor. He wanted this to happen because much like the Kentucky Derby, we want to take that event and these beautiful music festivals that are known all over the country and around the world, and we want to enhance them a little bit to give the community more involvement, our out-of-town guests to show them a different part of Louisville. As a Louisvillian, that's important to you too, and I do think NULU is the perfect place.
Yes, I agree. I mean, as a neighbor of NULU myself and a Louisvillian, yeah, Louisville has a lot to show, and bringing all the people in, from out of town, with these festivals is great, but we want to show them more than just the festival. We want to show them what Louisville has to offer, and as you said, NULU is the perfect place to do that. You can eat, shop, sleep, play here. And we want, outside of festival hours, we want people to experience NULU and experience what Louisville has to offer, and this is the best place to do it in Louisville is NULU.
You mentioned some of the contests where people have a chance to win tickets. So let's talk about it. We got a barrel rolling contest,
yes.
Kind of the bourbon thing going on.
Very bourbon.
We got, from what I understand, help me out, a stick pony.
That's right. So we're taking, a little piece of what makes Louisville. That's bourbon, and that's the Kentucky Derby. So we will, yes, be doing a bourbon barrel rolling contest. And if you've never done it, it's pretty difficult. It was pretty fun to watch everyone do it last year. And then adding the stick horse races this year. So not quite as competitive as the Kentucky Derby, but people, they want to win those upgrades. They want to win their chance to go to next year's festival.
And Lauren, I want to get your personal opinion here because everyone's excited about these festivals. The lineup for Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life, you've experienced it. Yes. Personally, for those who have not attended, they should do that. Tell me about your level of excitement here.
Yeah, the lineup, it's just, they're unbelievable lineups. There's certainly something for everyone. Whether you're a fan of the headliners or, you're down at the bottom of the posters seeing, your friend's band. It's really exciting that there's that many different artists that are, in bands that are able to participate, and bringing that, all together in one area allows, the attendees to see all those different types of bands, whether it's somebody new or, one of your favorites. So, it's exciting for Louisville, and it's really exciting for the whole state to bring that level of entertainment here.
Lauren, I want to thank you and David Nichols with Cambium for what you do and really showcasing NULU in the way in which you do it, because it is a gem of Louisville. I know you're excited about the festivals. I am as well, and I want to remind everyone, if you would please, it's the 13th, okay? Saturday the 13th in the morning, 11 a.m. to 3. We'll have shuttles running up and back from the hotels and to the venue. So we definitely want you to come out the 13th and then the 20th before or during Louder Than Life. So again, we invite you to join us here. It's going to be an absolute blast. Before we go to the break here on Louisville Now, or as we go to the break, I want you to get a little sample of the quality bluegrass. Ida Claire is with us, and they're going to play us out. And welcome back to Louisville Now. We're coming to you live from NULU Marketplace, and we should all celebrate Danny Wimmer Presents because they bring us two nationally, internationally known festivals in Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life. With me now is a very close friend of mine, and she is so good at what she does. She gets, how do I say this right on camera? She gets stuff done, is what Doris Sims does. She is the Senior Vice President of Festival Development for Danny Wimmer Presents. Doris, good to see you again.
Great to see you, John, as always.
As always. If I sound excited, it's because I am. So obviously the star of the show is the music.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the lineup this year.
So Bourbon and Beyond has a phenomenal lineup. We're opening our headliners with the Lumineers. Then we brought in Fish on Friday. We have our Kentucky-owned Sturgill Simpson on Saturday. And then we have Noah Kahan, which is a favorite. Noah Kahan Day is selling very well.
Yeah, we can go on and on about the other acts as well. We got Ringo Starr, Goo Goo
Yes.
Dolls, Third Eye Blind.
Pat Benatar, Foreigner. I mean, that's from our days.
And then for those who like their music a little bit louder, Louder Than Life is just that. You got some great bands there as well.
Yeah, we have Deftones, we have Slayer, we have, I mean, there's so many I can't even name it. 160 bands for Louder Than Life, 7 stages. And I mean, it's amazing. It's going to be our biggest, Louder Than Life is going to be the biggest attended festival in the history of our company, and you're hearing it here first.
Whoa, yes. And believe me, the crowd's there, the excitement there, the lineup there. It is really, I mean, we compete and actually win a lot of the national contests. You know, you talk about Lollapalooza and Coachella.
Right.
Talk about some of the awards you've won.
So we just won from Polestar Global Music Festival of the Year, and that is, we were up against Coachella and Lollapalooza, the names that people think about when they think music festivals. Now they're thinking about Bourbon and Beyond, and that was a phenomenal recognition. And Louder Than Life just got a nomination for 2027. So, I mean, we're just doing it right.
You're killing it. You're doing an excellent job. Now, for those who have attended the festival, you know, they do it at another level. It really exceeds all expectations. Danny Wimmer Presents has a commitment to that. I know you do as well, Doris.
Yes.
There is a different footprint, though, this year. For
There
those who
is.
attend the festival and you're used to the layout, it's going to even be better this year.
Right, it's bigger, it's expanded, it's going to allow us to continue the festivals in spite of weather which is, Louder Than Life. We had one day go down, and you never want to do that. We
No.
never want to let our fans down. Moving it basically just across the street, still on the Fair and Expo Center property, allows us a bigger footprint. We have stages, the biggest stages we've ever had, so we're able to have bigger stages over in that footprint. We are able to incorporate Kentucky Kingdom. They're going to open up at 18 rides, all free to our fans who bought tickets, and we're going to have air conditioning, which speaks to my heart because I love to get in and out of that heat. We're going to have our merch area and other vendor booths inside at the Kentucky Expo Center.
So much good news, Doris, and I think we ought to include the news that this new 10-year deal, this 10-year agreement between Danny Wimmer Presents and the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center, I know it was important to the mayor. He really helped make this happen.
He did.
Which I'm so glad, because this is something that, to me, is, Louisvillians look forward to. The country looks forward to. Talk about the importance of this new agreement.
So let's just start with where Danny came to Kentucky, never been to Louisville, to start a bourbon. And then he fell in love with Louisville, which is what happens. People may not know a lot about Louisville, but when they come, they fall in love. He fell in love. He decided to start a festival here that was Louder Than Life, 2014, 30-something thousand fans, 2 days, and now we're up to over 400,000 fans over 8 days. 10 years we've already been here. Now we're committed to another 10 years. Danny loves this community. There's so much collaboration, from the mayor to the governor, Commissioner Jonathan Schell, David Beck, Cleo Battle, all of these entities. You don't get that in a lot of cities. And it's special here, and Danny's recognized that. I mean, I'm a Louisville girl, so I know and I love it, but now you've got a whole group of people who realize how special Louisville and Kentucky is.
Doris, this is what makes you special, because you understand the value of relationships, and that's why you're good at what you do. I think folks should know that relationship between Danny Wimmer and our mayor, Craig Greenberg, is real. They actually run together.
They ran together the other day. I wish I could keep up with them, and they're going to run the 5K, which is happening Saturday morning, Bourbon and Beyond. So if people haven't signed up, they need to sign up for the 5K and run with the mayor and Danny.
There you go. There's a lot of ancillary events that you may not be aware of. For folks who want to get the full experience, Doris, go to your website. What's the way to go?
So, yes, definitely go to bourbonandbeyond.com. Go to our Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. We also have an app that could be downloaded, and you can get that information from our website. But there is so many things to do, not only in the festival. For example, Bourbon and Beyond, it's not just the music. We have chefs, we have distillers. We have a fork and flask stage which features, chefs doing cooking demos, bourbon tastings. I mean, there's just so much to do.
Yeah, Doris, like I said, the full experience. It's hard to do everything, but pick and choose what you like. I do love the fact that there is a flavor of Louisville in everything, and in the state of Kentucky. You guys do that very, very well. Okay, we're having an event here. There's a reason we're broadcasting live here in NULU Marketplace, and that is because we're having these brunches that are pre-game events. You're getting ready to go out to the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center. If you're from out of town, you come down here, enjoy bluegrass, enjoy some contests, perhaps win tickets, that kind of thing. There's going to be a lot going on here, and the mayor will make an appearance. It should be packed here in NULU. This is a big event, too.
It is, and Danny Wimmer will make an appearance.
Oh, we get Danny. We get the man.
Yeah, he'll be here. He loves this event. He loves all that the mayor's office does for our festival and other events. And we love, John, what you're doing to help bring the community together. And, we're bringing in fans from all over the world. All 50 states are represented. Over 16 countries are represented. And we want them. 70% of our fans are from outside of the area. So now they get to get a taste of what we enjoy on a daily basis. NULU and Germantown and all the wonderful neighborhoods that we have out there.
I know you work very hard, Doris, but just before we leave here and I finish my conversation with you, who are you looking forward to seeing the most?
I'm going to be honest, Pat Benatar. I still have my album from the 80s. And I'm hoping maybe I can meet her and get her to sign that for me, because it's well played, and I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
How about
you? That's a good one. I love Third Eye Blind.
Oh,
love the Goo Dolls. My son turned me on to Sturgill Simpson. I love him. I don't know if I can pick my favorite.
I know, same here.
Across the board, it's just a fantastic lineup. And for Louder Than Life as well. You're a rocker.
Yeah, Yeah, I love rock. And Ringo Starr, I'm going to have to say.
Oh, you
that
see a
I'm looking
Beatle.
forward to. Yeah, you know, he's a Beatle. You got to see him. So
right.
that I'm very much looking forward to.
All right, Doris Sims, once again, a great friend and a great ambassador for the city of Louisville. All right, coming up here, we're going to talk to Greg Fonte. Hey, get on your running shoes, lace them up, and as we go to break, let's hear a little bit more from Ida Claire.
Copper wire theft is robbing us of our safety. Thieves are targeting our essential infrastructure, darkening roadways, disrupting emergency services, shutting down internet networks, and causing over $1 million in damages just last year. Copper wire theft is illegal. Mayor Craig Greenberg's Copper Wire Theft Task Force is getting results, but your help is needed. If you see something suspicious, call Crime Stoppers at 502-582-CLUE. You could get a $5,000 reward.
This award goes to a very special young man that most of y'all are familiar with, and I can't say enough great things about Shane Crow Jr.
The Chainbreaker Award was awarded to me for breaking chains, for me stepping out of my comfort zone to take care of my brother, to help build this community, and to help become the better man that I'm supposed to be.
Essentially what this is just helping one student break generational change, hardship in their life. Whether it be financial or just other things. And that's something I struggle with most of my life, and I'm still trying to figure out in a lot of ways. We all need to break certain chains of our past.
I wanted to cry, but at the same time, Officer didn't say you worked hard for it. He said you broke chains to receive this award. So I'm proud, humbled, and even more excited about this award.
Speaking life into him and helping him believe the right narrative about himself, because what we believe about ourselves is usually going to manifest.
I'm leaving for the Navy on July 22nd. I also come back for Louisville to pursue my degree in criminal justice. But my career is in the United States Navy. I feel that's where my love is, my heart is, and my passion is.
It's very rare that you find someone that went through what he went through and end up making these decisions. It's very rare. I mean, I've been working with marginalized youth for years, even prior to being in law enforcement. And that is very, very hard to find, very hard to find. And Shane did it. I think he's very special, and I can't wait what he's going to do with his life.
Welcome back to Louisville Now. We're coming to you absolutely live from NULU Marketplace. And the great thing about the show and hosting the show is I get to talk to my friends. And I always say that Louisville is a great place to raise adults, and this man is one of the reasons. We've got so much going on here in the world of sports, and it's thanks to Greg Fonte, who is the president and CEO of the Louisville Sports Commission. Greg, welcome back. We've chatted quite a few times.
John, it's always great to just be with you and be able to catch up. Your energy is infectious. You've been an ambassador for Louisville for so long. So I love where you are today. I love what you're doing, and I'm just honored to be able to be here and be part of the show.
Thank you so much. And hey, let's talk about, since we are talking about Bourbon and Beyond, let's talk about this Bourbon and Beyond 5K, because for folks who like physical activity, perfect event.
It is a perfect event, and really, we want to get people that may not be so into physical activity to understand those benefits, to get up, get walking. 5K is a very attainable distance for people to be able to get themselves moving, become accountable to their daily step count. And Mayor Greenberg, nothing happens without great partners. And, this segment alone, you've got Planet Fitness that's presenting the marathons, a series of 5Ks. This is the third of the series of 4 that will take place at Bourbon and Beyond. And it's going to be a redesigned course, and we're going to sell out. We're expecting a sellout crowd again. And the fact that Danny Wimmer, it takes a lot of energy to do what Danny does on a daily basis. And so he is an active lifestyle guy. He runs with the mayor. And so this was a perfect marriage of a lot of us coming together to get Louisville more active and healthy and take advantage of this fabulous festival that Danny brings to town.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Mayor-a-thon. You touched upon some of those races, but this is something that the mayor was very passionate about, not just personally, but to really, as you said, get people up and running and feeling good physically. That's important to him, a healthy city. So tell him about the other races that are involved here.
Well, sure. I mean, we started with the Race the Runway at Bowman Field back in August, and we were sold out. It was a fabulous morning that morning with the mayor and his team. And then this 2 weeks ago, we had the Pure Tap 5K that starts and ends with where your water comes from down on River Road at the water tower. We go into this Planet Fitness Bourbon and Beyond 5K that is right around Bourbon and Beyond, and we will end with Through the Ville with Josh Hurd running with the mayor through the University of Louisville's campus on November the 1st. And so it's a series that the mayor has created. He leaned into Joey Wagner and his team, into the Louisville Sports Commission to help pull this together, produce the event for him. And if you run all four, you get the Mayor's Challenge coin that shows that you ran all of those races. He shows up, he runs the races. It's just such a great active lifestyle activity, and they're just well-produced events.
You know, and Greg, and I don't want to be repetitive, but I think it's important to point out that, yeah, if you're going to run these races, good for you, congratulations, but for folks who just want to bring the family and walk it, that's available for them as well.
Oh, we highly encourage those folks, and the person that finishes last is just as celebrated as the person that finishes first. This is about setting goals and attaining those goals through daily step count. So yes, we want you to walk that 3.1 miles, and we will help you get there. We have all of the help out on course to help you get around the distance, and you get a great shirt, you get a medal, and more importantly, you've invested in your health.
That's right.
And that's the most important thing you can do.
And for meteorologist Greg Fonte, he also says it's going to be sunny, it's going to be beautiful, nice and cool. It'll be perfect for the race. Okay, we're going to go to break now on Louisville Now. Thank you so much for joining us. And as we do so, another taste of Kentucky Bluegrass with Ida Claire. Welcome back to Louisville Now. You know, to make great events happen, like Danny Wimmer Presents, Bourbon and Beyond, Louder Than Life, and the event we're going to have here on the 13th, in the morning of the 13th in NULU Marketplace, and the morning of the 20th, you've got to have good people, and I have one with me now. Alex Delju is with us, and Alex, you know, I asked you for your title, and you said, kind of a jack of all trades. I think, when I think about you, Alex, I think about you're kind of the host of NULU, right?
Yes, sir. Well, we love having you. We love having the great events here, and Bourbon and Beyond, such a great, and Louder Than Life as well, are such great events for our city, and we love helping contribute any way we can. You've
created such a really cool vibe here in NULU Marketplace. For folks who haven't been here, please do so, first of all. But if you would, tell us about some of the shops that people can see here and the food and drink they can experience.
Sure. So we have a little bit of everything. We have Foods, we have restaurants, Emmy Squared, and then we have drinks, or bars, so West 6 patio we're standing on right here. We have a new bar, circa 1856, which is the brand of Chicken Cock Whiskey. And then we have 7 cocktails as well. We have retail, too. We have Dog Shop and our friends at the Craftery. Then above, we have offices, and on the 3rd floor, we have Airbnb. So all this is joined together in the courtyard right here, and it's a great place to meet, and what I like to view as like the 3rd place.
Yeah. And Alex, for people who aren't aware, it's always like mid-70s and sunny here, isn't it? Every day.
I mean, every day. No need to go to San Diego or Mexico. You can come to Louisville courtyard.
I agree. San Diego weather right here. Alex, I think this is, to me, an indicator of your success. You're expanding. So tell us about your expansion.
That's right. So we're expanding on the lot right behind us directly. So it's a new construction. It's going to be 60,000 square feet, and we're going to copy a very similar concept over there. So we're going to have a pedway connection that physically connects the 2nd floor offices to the 2nd floor of the building. And as you can see now, if you come here and visit, it's up there and it's just about completed. We're going to have retail on the 1st floor, bars, restaurants, entertainment, offices on the 2nd floor, and then 3rd floor will be offices and more short-term rentals.
Alex, thank you very much. And congratulations on all your success here. I know everyone should visit NULU Marketplace. And don't forget, September 13th, the morning of 11 a.m., and September 20th, come on in here for Bourbon, Bluegrass, and Brunch. All right, I'm going to come on. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you. I'm going to go over here and talk to the band a little bit. All right, this is Ida Claire. You've been hearing them, and they sound fabulous. A little taste of Kentucky Bluegrass. Okay, let me see. We've got Robin here. All right, Leah, right? And Jim, correct? You guys sound fabulous. Thank you for coming in. Robin, I have to ask you, tell us about how you guys formed and your passion for bluegrass.
How did we form? It started with this young lady here. She has a coffee shop out on LaGrange, and she started hosting a jam session several years ago. Jim was one of those patrons that showed up. They started picking, formed a little group. Their banjo player left. They called me. Here we are.
You and I talked about Lester Flatt, Earl Scruggs, Bill Monroe, and the Bluegrass Boys, the Osborne Brothers. Okay, so your absolute favorite is?
I've got to say Flatt and Scruggs. My dad up in heaven would be upset otherwise.
Although I love Ida Claire, man. You guys are serious. Mandolin, where'd you learn to play, Jim?
Well, I wanted to play with these guys, and so I had to learn to play the mandolin. I was a guitar player. So.
Oh, my. Well, you are talented then.
Do the best I can.
You sound fabulous. Yeah. You sound fabulous. Okay, Leah, talk to me a little bit. Okay, tell me about, first of all, that voice of yours is beautiful, and you play the guitar. How much do you enjoy bluegrass?
I love it. It's in my heart and soul. Love it.
I love hearing that.
Thank you.
And you guys will be performing. I think folks should know that when we do our Bourbon, Bluegrass, and Brunch event here, are you Saturday the 13th, or are you Saturday the 20th, or are you both?
We are Saturday the 13th because sadly we had another gig on the 20th, or else we would be down here with y'all.
All right, 11 a.m. to 3 o'clock. Lots going on. We have 2 bluegrass stages going on, so you can, of course, pick your favorite, and I think it's going to be you guys. So when you describe bluegrass to folks who maybe aren't from Kentucky and they want to know about the genre, what do you tell them?
What do I tell folks about
Makes you feel
bluegrass?
Good. Yes.
Well, it does. You can sing the saddest song about your mom dying, your dog running off, but they'll sit there with a smile on their face and tap their foot the whole time they're listening to it.
All right.
So that's the cool thing about bluegrass.
As much as I like talking to you, I think everyone's saying, let them play, John, let them play. So we're going to do just that. Thank you for joining us on Louisville Now. We've had a great time. Hey, enjoy Danny Wimber Presents. September. It is magical because of these great music festivals. And I'm going to leave you with the sounds of Ida Claire.